Okay, so 3rd Cavalry Corps is going to activate. They are in a pretty good spot, I reckon. They moved their MSR over here, so now the trains are ghosted, but at least they are not crossing the streams, because from here and then up on the map, up off map, so they are good. They are here. I think they want to try and take this bridge at Melnichny, which is quite an important crossing, because it's the only secondary road, I think, that crosses the Chir River on this map. Because here, yeah, here are all tracks, and I don't know if, I've never understand that. I don't know if, for example, here I could place the combat trains of a formation here, of course, but can I place them here? Because it's tracks over here, and it's not clear to me if one X, the first X where the combat trains are, can have tracks, but then it can't. So I don't know if anybody can help me about this rule. It's gonna be helpful, because otherwise the Soviets are gonna have a tough time moving the combat trains across the Chir, because again, yeah, it's all tracks except from here. So it's a pretty important crossing here. We are gonna try and take this bridge here, but first we see if we activate. We started fatigue 2. We have no coordinated, not mixed, so it's a -2. We are at optimal distance, -1, but they are ghosted, so -2, and we are not using tracks. It's the only one of the few formations, so it's a -2. And a 6, -2 is a 4, still enough to get a partial, so half movement points. I'm gonna mark it here, 1 artillery point and 1 objective marker. And again, as I said, it's gonna be the crossing at Melnichny. And also we are menacing the HQ here, so it's even better. So we are gonna need some assistance here, so this unit is gonna go half, and then width is 1, so 1.5, and it's still less than 2. So now they can assist this attack, because yeah, I keep forgetting that you need to be either in the same hex or adjacent to the attacker to be able to assist, not just adjacent to the hex being attacked. But that's it. So we are going to use our artillery point, and we start with 4 for this elite cavalry division, +1 for the assist is 5, we are not supported, and +2 for the artillery, so it's a 7. I only have 1 dice, so I'm going to mark it like that. Actually, let's use this one. +1, 7. And the defender is 3. They are not supported, but they are in prepared defense. So it's a 4, and they are not in terrain, so it's just a 4. This means it's a 7 to 4, it's a +3 on the attack. I rolled a 7, +3 is a 10. So it's an A1, but only if the defender is in prepared defense, and they are, but the defender does have a situational retreat, and since they are in prepared defense, they are not retreating, so it's just both units take a step loss. So it's an exchange. Actually, it's worse for the Germans because it's a worse unit than the Soviet one. So sorry, this dice are a bit fiddly. Okay, nothing here. We could do an attack here, but we don't have artillery. I think that's gonna be it for this activation. Yeah, not the greatest result, but it's a very small formation. So we remove this, and we check for fatigue now. 1, 2, 3. And the fatigue is really mounting up on the Soviet side with the 2. So they are now at fatigue 3. And do they want to try a second activation? Actually they don't, because they're going to be at fatigue 4. Yeah, I think that's going to be it for them. So as last thing, they will flip the combat trains, and they are done for the day. So it was a quick one for the 3rd Cavalry. And let's see who's next. Yeah, I mean, this small formation can go by really quickly. Okay, 7th Tank Corps, 258th or 11th Panther, no, not a German one. And again, I think this formation is gonna have to wait. And we are not too far with 7th Tank Corps, so they are over here. The headquarters is stationed at Novo Maximovsky. And yeah, they still need a couple of days before they get their tank units, so they are not still quite at full strength. But their MSR is complete on secondary roads, so not using tracks. They are not crossing the streams, so they have a chance to have a good activation. Let's see how they do. So -2 for fatigue, optimal distance is -1, and they are not ghosted, so it's just a -1. But they rolled a 3, -1 is a 2, that's terrible, it's a failure. Do they want to do a failure flip, or they want to try a second activation? Actually, yeah, they have a 4, so might be worth trying for a second activation, or actually do a failure flip, because yeah, Kampfgruppe Adam here has still to activate, and maybe they will counterattack if I don't push further, and they are gonna mess up with my MSR and also these 2 headquarters units. So I think we are not gonna do a failure flip. We are gonna try a second activation. Yeah, let's go. So same modifiers. So -1, -2 for fatigue, +1 for optimal distance, and -1. No, sorry. -2 and +1. Okay, so -1. And definitely, oh, sorry. I first have to see if, let's do it again. Okay, so they did get an activation, but did they get a second one first? Okay, no, they failed, so sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. So no second activation, no activation at all. It's a complete failure for 7th Tank Corps on the 9th of December. This is it's gonna give some breathing room for the Germans, which are, I think, in a pretty tight spot now. I mean, they don't get much any reinforcements, and the Soviet 5th Mech Brigade is about to come on the map, so let's see how they manage to slow them down. Okay, it's gonna be a German activation, either Kampfgruppe Adam or the 336th. Well, I mean, there's no urgency because the units here have already activated. I think we're gonna want to use Kampfgruppe Adam first, because maybe the infantry division will need to plug the gap when 5th Mechanized comes smashing down. So Kampfgruppe Adam it is. Okay, Kampfgruppe Adam, I think it's gonna be a quick activation as well, because they are 3 fatigue, they are in prepared defense, so they are in a good position. They only have 1 artillery, so they won't get any, so they won't be able to like bombard here the Soviet positions. And I don't think that it's gonna be a good idea to counterattack. I mean, we are in defensible terrain here and in prepared defense. We are holding on to Verkhnechirski here, here, which is a VP, and we are defending the bridge here. I don't think, yeah, I might try to reposition some units here, but again, I think we are gonna actually take a recovery activation. So what that means is we can remove any coordination marker, we can flip the combat trains, but there aren't any. We can remove drop support markers, there are none. We can reduce fatigue by 1 level, which is the main objective, so we are at fatigue 2. We apply isolation effects, but everybody is in command range and has a safe path. And that's it. So a quick activation for Kampfgruppe Adam. I mean, they are on the defense after all, and I think they are in pretty good spot. So let's see. So again, infantry divisions. I haven't drawn the 5th Tank Corps yet, and another German activation. Here is the question. Do we start to move the 336th infantry over to this side? Because, yeah, 3 Soviet formations are about to come crashing down onto the 7th Luftwaffe Field Division, which is pretty thin. But again, I don't think 11th Panther has enough units to hold the center, so I think we need to slowly push toward the west. and hope that Kampkupe Adam can withstand the attack of 7th Tank Corps when it comes at full strength. Let me see. Actually, maybe we can activate 7th Field Division first and swing it west so that it won't get mixed when this other infantry moves over there. So I think actually that's what we are gonna do. Okay, here we are. And again, yeah, I think 7th Field Division is just gonna reposition a bit to the west to avoid getting mixed with Kampfgruppe Stumpfeld, or what remains of Kampfgruppe Stumpfeld, and clear the way for this infantry division. So let's see what they do. They are in prepared defense, they wanna keep them, so they will only get a partial activation at best. They have 0 fatigue, they are not coordinated or mixed, and yeah, almost got mixed here, but I will say that they are still not mixed with Kampfgruppe Stumpfeld. I mean, this, yeah. Their rules are not that strict. So the blob is here and their blob is here. I think, yeah, that's good. And now, so it's 0. They are at optimal distance from the combat trains, which are down here. So +1, and they are using tracks in poor weather for -2, so it's just net -1. On the 7, -1 is a 6, so they get the partial, which means they won't get any artillery, 1 objective, but I don't think we are gonna use it. So it's just half movement and repositioning. So I think we want to try to protect this road down here, otherwise these units can swarm. So they go 1, 2, they flip, and they go 1, 2, so they are guarding these 2 roads. They go 1, 2, they are holding on to the hill, and they go 1, 2, actually 1, 2. So yeah, I'm leaving this objective a bit open, but again, these formations I've already activated, so that's just some movements in the rear areas. Okay, and I think we are done with it. We don't need to do anything else. We don't roll for fatigue since we didn't do any combat activities, and we are not going to try a second activation, no point in that. So we are going to leave the defense of Sizoskin, State Farm 79, to the 336th Infantry Division, and we are focusing on maybe defending Novoderbenovsky, but I think it's going to fall pretty quickly, because we failed this attack here. It was disaster for Kampfgruppe Stumpfeld, otherwise these units would still have a safe path, but such are the fortunes of war. So that's it for 7th Field Division. Yeah, these activations are gonna go pretty quickly now. And see. 1, 2, oh, I'm seeing, okay. A lot of Soviet activations. So the question is, do we want to go, okay, this one not for sure. Do we want to activate 119th first? Try to clear a bit the way here and then activate 5th Mechanized so that they'll have an upper road. Maybe it's a good idea, so they can use the road at full speed. Yeah, so 5th Mechanized Corps still waiting in the staging area. So the 119th Rifle has only a problem, which is that they are at fatigue 3, so it's not gonna be a great snafu roll. They are using tracks. You can see MSR goes up here. So they are at -3 for fatigue, -5 for the tracks, but they are at optimal distance, so it's -4. Let's see if they manage to get at least a partial. But no, they get a 5 -4 is a 1, it's a fail. And that's gonna hurt the Soviets' plans. They can either take a failure flip or try a second activation and hope to dislodge this unit. This will allow 5th Mechanized to zoom down this road and overrun the HQ even, and yeah. But I think it's a bit too risky. I mean, we are gonna need a 5 or better, so it's a 30% chance, 33%, not the greatest. So we are not feeling lucky, we're gonna take a failure flip, which means that we don't have any unit to flip. Everybody has a safe path over here. Yeah, we are just gonna reduce our fatigue status to 2, and that's gonna beat. So 119th rifle has been having mixed performances. On the first day they basically failed to activate. They did a great job, even if I kinda made a mistake by giving them full movement allowance and allowing that flanking maneuver. But again, such are the fortunes of war, we are gonna move on anyway. And now they fail and they rest on the 9th of December. So 5th Mechanized will have to clear the road on its own. No red carpet for them towards Novoderbenovsky. Okay, so let's see who goes next. This day is gonna go pretty quickly. So we have German division, not many markers there. Ooh, 11th Panther finally has come out, and 5th Mechanized, but it's a German activation. And I think we're gonna go with the infantry division, so we can reposition again to back up 7th Field Division in case 5th Mechanized comes, and then maybe 11th Panzer can counterattack if the situation allows. So we're gonna go with the 336th Infantry Division. Okay, they are in a better status than other formations, only 1 fatigue. They are in prepared defense. Now the only question is, do I want to drop them in order to reposition more quickly? And I think that's gonna be the plan. Yeah. So we remove prepared defenses and we go for snafu. We have 1 fatigue. We are not coordinated or mixed because 11th Panzer is buddies with everybody. So -1 for fatigue. We are at optimal distance, but we are using tracks down here. So -1 for fatigue, -3 for the tracks, and -2 for optimal distance. And it's a 7, -2 is a 5, so we dropped the prepared defenses for nothing. Maybe that was a mistake. So we only got half movement. We do get 1 artillery point, so maybe we can barrage some German units and 1 objective, but we only get half movement. So again, I think we want to establish a defense here in order to protect these 2 objectives and yeah, put some distance between us and the Soviets. However, some of these units are on pretty strong positions here on the hills, but this one in the back, I think again we can try to reposition them. So these guys are gonna stay, I think, yeah, I'm gonna stay on their movement side, so they go 1, 2, 3, 4. And these guys as well, they go 1, 2, 3, 4. These guys are gonna stay on the hill, I think. It's a good defensible position. They're gonna go 1, 2. And they are gonna go 1, 2. Now these guys, they will flip, of course. Yeah, and they go 1, 2. Actually, they stay on the movement side, sorry. They need all the movement they can muster. They go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Remember that they moved. Okay, let's do like that. And these 2 units are actually, yeah, in a pretty strong location, so I'm gonna keep them there in case 3rd Cavalry tries something tricky. And this will allow, I think, to reposition 11th Panzer on this side next turn. Yeah, these one guys are on the hill. We are not abandoning these positions to maybe help against 7th Tank Corps, because yeah, 5th Mechanized, I think it's gonna be tough. So maybe we can hold on these two objectives and maybe push back on this side. Yeah, the Germans have a very hard time in this scenario, I think. Well, now, oh, so I forgot to place the objective. Let's do it now. Actually, I might want to try and destroy this Soviet unit, so we're gonna place it here, and we're gonna use our artillery point for a barrage, which means we need 3 or better, because they are in the open and they are not in prepared defense. And I rolled a 4 on the red die, so this Soviet brigade is dissolved. So yeah, that was okay. The situation is that we need to roll for fatigue, so let's see. We place the combat objective, so we're just on a 1. And of course we roll a 1, so that's bad. We're now at fatigue 2, and we are gonna try for a second activation though, because we want to try and reposition this unit even more and also flip them. So we're gonna need a 4 or better. Pretty good formation. But another 1. So that's it for the 336th Infantry Division. They are done for the day. They are pretty exposed here, but I mean there are a few German units still guarding the front lines, so I'm pretty sure that they might be able to reposition before the Soviet attack comes next turn. Okay, so well, only 3 chits in the cup, so no surprises here. Yep, it's gonna be 5th Mechanized Corps is finally entering the fray. Okay, here is 5th Mechanized Corps up here, and these are the assets they have. So it's a Recon battalion, armored Recon, a battalion of Matildas and Valentine tanks, so they are Lend-Lease from the British, motorcycle battalion, and 3 armored infantry brigades. So they are dual units, as you can see, not the greatest AV, but still they can be used for dropping support and doing coordinated attacks. So it's pretty, I think, multitask force, and their objective is gonna be to come down these tracks, dislodge these units, maybe take Novoderbenovsky. I mean, yes, it's only 1 stepper, so they should be able to do it. Take this objective, and then if they manage also to overrun Kampfgruppe Stumpfeld, I don't know if they will have enough movement, we will see, and engage the 7th Field Infantry Division, maybe cut the MSR. Oh no, the MSR goes up here, so, but maybe, yeah, you know, I mean, wreak havoc on this left flank of the Germans, and maybe open up a road to these other objectives. Okay, but first thing first, they arrive on the map over here, and let's see, there's NAFO. So they have fatigue 0. Here's the HQ card. They're not coordinator mixed, they are not using trucks because the first Henry X is considered, I mean, it's always a good one, I think. So it's just, they are at optimal distance because it's a Henry X, so it's actually +1, I think. Yeah. They rolled a 7 +1, 8, so they get a full activation, which means they will have 2 artillery points, 2 objective markers. Let's place it like that. And full movement allowance. Now, again, it's paramount to dislodge this unit, so we're gonna go with the double objective. And yeah, that's the priority, actually. Yeah, because so we can use these units to do some attack by fires, maybe, and just destroy it. So, We're gonna go, yeah, the Matildas first. Why not? They are the same, both sides. Yeah. So this Matildas battalion is going on the tracks. So they are all considered to be in this entry X, by the way. So I will start counting the movement from there. On tracks, it's 1 movement points for attack movements. So they go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. When they get to here, they are gonna be mixed with 119th Rifle, so their HQs are gonna get a coordination markers. I mean, that was inevitable. So 7, 8, 9. And they are gonna attack this unit. They have support. They have this flak company, which has proven to be pretty effective. I mean, not enough for the Germans, but still surviving with only 1 step. So they're gonna go against the support. It's 5 plus 1 for the double objective, 6. We have 3 from the flak company, 5 for the unit, and plus 1 because they are in prepared defense. So it's a 6 versus 6. Rolled an 8, which is enough to drop the support of this unit, and we're gonna use our second fire vent to try and destroy that last step. So they are in prepared defense. We need a 5 or 6, and we rolled a 2, so not enough. But that's only the beginning, because this other battalion is gonna go the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm gonna keep them on the road, and I'm gonna use the first fire vent to see if they can destroy it. They rolled a 2, so no. And the second fire vent, no, it's a 1. Okay, so now it's gonna be a job for the infantry, I think. Actually, they are mixed. So, oh, this is a 9-step brigade. I only see it now. Okay, so wow, it's pretty powerful force. So they are using truck movement, and on tracks is 1, the same as truck movement. So they go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the open is 1, so 9, just to not overstack. And we're gonna assault the position. We are gonna use, actually we could use both our, yeah, we can try to destroy them right away. So we are gonna do a destruction barrage. We are in prepared defense. We need a force of 5 or 6 on 2 dice. Come on, and we get 1. Ooh, almost. So these units, this German battalion withstood a lot of pressure, but now they are destroyed. They are decorated. They are the Kharkov 2nd Battalion, but they are now destroyed. This unit advances into the hex because it was combat. And and now, so this objective is open, but I need to in order to enter an objective hex, you need to have placed an objective marker. So what we can do is use the recon unit to place one. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Now we're going to use, so we don't have to take a stopping engagement because they have support, but we need to stop. We're going to use the first fire event to try and place a recon objective there. We need a 3 or less. We rolled a 2, so we do. So there is an objective here. Now I think this weaker motorcycle battalion is going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We are occupying Novoderbenovsky. 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13 over here, 14, this unit does not have a zone of control because it's not on its deployed side, and 15, let's see, there's a Balka here. Balka is +2 for truck movement. So it's, let me check again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Just enough to try and overrun this headquarters. Okay. No, sorry, it's +2 for bypass, for truck movement. So we are short of 1. So we need to stop here. And for just, yeah, 1 movement point, this HQ is not jumped, but I mean, the whole formation is surrounded, so it's in a pretty bad spot. Now let's go with this mechanized brigade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, sorry, 10. They need to stop here. Okay. Not liking that double stacking, but it is what it is. And I think they're gonna move just to here, along the road. We have secured Novocherbenovsky. So you know what? Let's see. We mark it with a 6 if it's for the Soviets, and with a 1 if it's for the Germans. So second objective is down in Soviet hand. Good job over there. And Surovikino soon will be. We only have the HQ to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We are here. We're gonna leave the trucks, the combat trains over there, and we are coordinated. And actually, I think in this way we managed to not be mixed with 119th, because the blob is gonna be here and the blob is gonna be here. So I would call it not mixed, even though the MSR goes through. That doesn't count, I think, but I will double check. Okay, so pretty good activation here. I mean, they are entering, so it's always easy to smash through fatigued units, and the front line, that's not so stable. But we need to roll for fatigue. Let's see if they keep the momentum. 1, 2, 3, and they will lose 1 level. And a 3, so they are just fatigue 1, even if they just activated. And I think we want to try a second activation on a 5 or better. But we rolled a 1, so not the best entry, but not a terrible one either. Yeah, and by the way, their MSR is okay. This unit only have Zog here, so that's good. And the coordination goes here with them. They will not mix, will be mixed next turn. And there are only 2 chits in the cup, so I'm only going to draw 1. And yeah, 258th Rifle Division, so 11th Panzer is going to be the last to activate this day. It's going to be a quick one. They are at fatigue 4, so they must, I think, take... Oh, they could try one. Oh, they can't take a second activation if they are fatigue 4, but there's no point in trying to activate. They are going to do a recovery activation, so we remove coordination markers, there are none. We flip Ghost Combat Trains, they are not. We remove dropped support, everybody is in support. We reduce fatigue by 1 level, which was the main goal here. We apply isolation effects, but everybody is here in safe path. And that's it.